up-and-coming player. Did he stand out in the tournament when he was there? We knew he was a good player, but he never stood out. But he's taken it to a new level.
And one player who may stand out, or has already been standing out in this tournament, is number 10 there, who's coming on, Mutaliev. Although he was taken care of in the game against Roma. Let's hear more about the changes now and rejoin Chris Makin and Mark Tompkins.
Thanks, Rod. Before we get into the Moscow changes, we tell you Özcan has come off for Алтынорду and Tatley has come on in midfield. It's a triple change for Spartak at the start of the second half. Grigoriev, Mutaliev and Kожедуб are all coming on. In fact, it might be more than that. Grigoriev is coming on for Vitaly Shitov. It's a quadruple change, it looks like, so lots to do for the fourth official.
Lots to do for you.
Lots to do for me. Sayfulin's coming off for Kожедуб. Mutaliev, who was impressive throughout, was kept quiet yesterday by Tomasini, who had a wonderful performance for AS Roma. So Mutaliev coming on for Žiharcев, and the fourth player to come on will be Hromin. Just wait and see who the last player to come off is. And it's Толстопятов, so...
Well, either the coaches decided to give all the players, as many players as possible, 45 minutes each, or he's going for it in this second half.
Pretty good fan banner there in the Spartak Moscow colours. Don't forget Алтынорду down to 10 men. We're underway. It's Алтынорду in red and blue, kicking from right to left in the second half. Davıdov has gone inside alongside Glойdman, with Hromin dropping in at right back. Mutaliev has gone to his usual left-sided position. Goyaran bursting down the line early on, wins the free kick.
I tell you what, Spartak Moscow players came right out of the traps and trying to put the pressure on the Turkish players, but Алтынорdu played the way out from the back then. And it's wonderful play from the Turkish side to get out on that spot above that.
Goyaran was in full flight again. He just seemed to land awkwardly on his wrist, but he's okay. Possession handed back to Spartak. Shevin, the Алтынорdu coach, side leading by a goal to nil. Enis Destan with the goal. So Guni's sending off, though, means they're down to 10 men for the whole of the second half.
Playing right midfield now, Destan. There he is.
Seguchak looks like he's the most forward player. Tatley's come on in midfield to give them a bit of stability there as well. Played in all 3 games prior to tonight. With Vlad Shitov. He's got in Levchenkov's way. Destan. This might be where they're at their most dangerous. Celtic on the chase, should be easy for Borishkin.
Oh.
Kaya, goalkeeper's a long way off his line.
That would have been some effort from the halfway line.
Well, into the breeze as well. It's hard to believe this is the 20th match of the tournament already. Well cut out by Celtic. Kожedubp. Mutaliev. A great job done on him yesterday by Tomasini from AS Roma.
A wonderful play, wasn't it, from Tomasini? He was man of the match for me, just for the role that he played, stopping the most dangerous player from Spartak Moscow.
He got substituted late in the game as well, which was a testament to how well Roma had contained him. So we saw him in that opening game against Real Madrid, and he was teasing the fullback with the runs down this, well, down the near side when they were kicking from right to left. It's kept in by Hromin. Doyeran's header. Just caught Grigoriev there. I don't think there was any malice in it, just a knock with the arm. Yeah. To offer his apologies, Doyeran. Teams can make up to 5 changes, so Spartak have 1 more left. 4 more available to Ilkisheven. Rabbadanov went down, there was no free kick given.
I'd love to see that one again, because he flung himself to the ground then.
Davıdov. Saumov. Rabbadanov. Through to the goalkeeper. Good turn by Chagla.
Well done. Great forward play that by Chagla. Especially with him being down to 10 men. He's going to have to do a lot more of that in this second period, but just holding the ball up there for his team.
It'd be interesting to see the tactics employed by Алтынорду in this second half. Now they're down to 10 men.
Well, look at, you know, they're going to go on the counter attack, aren't they? There we go. That man there, Destan with the armband, has dropped into midfield now. He's playing more or less as a lone striker in the first half for Алтынорду.
Levченков. Nicely done. Good challenge.
What a tackle.
That was Kaya with a challenge, and then Tagir with a block. Good defending by Алтынорду.
Fantastic tackles, and even more importantly because they're in their own box, so they've got to be timed to perfection. Wonderful tackles there from Алтынорду.
Corner taken short. Mutaliev's attempted cross is blocked. Ball goes out for a goal kick. Just quickly looking ahead to tomorrow. Rangers, Kashiwa, Reysol, Aspire, AS Roma. What are you expecting? What are you hoping for tomorrow in those games?
Well, I'm doing the first game with you, so we're doing Rangers, Kashiwa. And that's just an intriguing matchup, isn't it? You can see Rangers, they won't change their game plan. Rangers, they want to dominate possession, get forward as much as possible. Kashiwa, I'm sure they'll just sit in there, won't they, Mark, and hope for the counter attack. And when they do counter attack, they're quite deadly, aren't they? One to look forward to, that one, isn't it, to open the day up.
Yep, they showed that yesterday. Kashiwa against Real Madrid got the penalty, and then
second goal though, when it high up the pitch, get out wide, sharp passing. You've got to be. I think the thing for the Rangers players is the defence got to be clued in all day long. Well, up 90 minutes, which is a hard task. If they're going to dominate possession as much as they like to, then the defensive players have got to be aware of the counter attack coming from Kashiwa.
Talk about the other game in a second. Here's Doyeran, Chagla, Celtic.
Still getting forward, aren't they? Алтынорду. Good play down this left-hand side.
Good ball in. Couldn't quite get over the volley, Celtic. Yeah, the other game, Aspire Academy, looking to reach the final for the second time in 2 years. And certainly had the bit between their teeth against Алтынорду, but it's only 1-0. They had to work hard to get their goal intact. To say if Destan would have been playing for Алтынорду, it might have given them a slightly different dimension. Has a great looking ball in. Kaya with an important touch with Rabbadanov just behind him.
What's a ball coming in from Hromin? It's well off target, but the earlier ball there whips in from Hromin down this right-hand side. Real teaser of a cross.
It was the shot that went wide, but Hromin, who came on at half-time, had been an ever-present in the other 3 games, like Kожedub and Grigoriev, and Mutaliev for that matter. All 4 of the substitutes had started all 3 of the previous games.
Well, the crowd's dropped down for once, Matt. We've got a few hardy souls over there still braving this this cold weather. It's amazing, isn't it? You know, obviously the crowd's not a big, but here we go.
Ravadanov.
Not a bad effort. Good play from Spartak Moscow. People still love football, don't they? They're still coming in. There's a guy there stood at the top of the stand. He's got his shorts on.
Hardy soul.
Just love football, don't they, these people?
Yeah, it's been good to see good crowds this year. A lot of younger children, school children coming out for the earlier games early in the competition as well. This is Mutaliev. Blocked away.
When he's on form and when he's on song, he seems to just ghost past players, seems to drift past them. Lovely movement.
To Spartak corner. Curled in by Mutaliev. Oh, it's come off Destan. Be another corner. Those in-swingers will just have the wind behind them as well, which will help float them in towards the goalkeeper.
Tell you what, there's another good player just about to come on for Алтынорду, Kavrazli.
Yeah, he and Destan have combined very well in the earlier games. Kavrazli set up the goal for Destan in the Bayern Munich match. Great wide play. Chagla's the man coming off. So Kavrazli again, who'd started all 3 of Алтынорdu's previous games, comes on. Straight into defensive mode though. Kожedub. Here is Kavrazli. He's had his way blocked by Hromin. Oh, look, a foul throw from Kожedub. He's got away with it. Glойdman. Saumov. Mutaliev. Levchенков. Давыдов. Kожedub falls cross-field. Sаумов. Manu had that shot wide a moment or so ago. Here he is again, Sаумов. That's a heavy touch. Kaya did just enough. I think that might have gone out for a goal kick. No, it didn't cross the line.
Yeah, Kaya and, sorry, Matt. Yeah, Kaya and Tagir, sorry. They're doing really well, aren't they, in the sense of defence, making some timely interceptions and tackles.
Again, it goes out of Hromin. Vashkovic Vyacheslav has made his 4 changes. Hoping his side can break down Алтынорду as this half wears on, down to 10 men.
You think about making all the changes, he's brought some of the bigger names on, and you think he's going to be an improvement in performance, but we still played only yesterday, didn't they? So it's still going to be tired legs out there in Spartak Moscow.
It's quite lonely, that Алтынорду fan, just standing there on the steps. Ball over the top from Destan. Celtic will Borriskin under pressure, but the goalkeeper will get there first. Tagir's header, only as far as Grigoriev. Destan. Kavrazli. Destan, that'll just beat him into touch. Wasn't a great ball back to him by Kavrazli. Clumsily given away by Sаумов over on the far side as well, so Алтынорду will take that all evening.
Fairly comfortable for Алтынорdu since he started the second half. After 10 men have that goal to hang on to. They are doing that at the moment.
Mutaliev with a quickly taken throw to Rabbadanov, away by Kaya. Kavrazli trying to turn. Hромин stuck tightly to him. Given away again to Doyoran. Hромин just tucking inside, keeping an eye on Kavrazli, which might play into Doyoran's hands. Now he comes across. Kavrazli just allowed it to roll across his body. Oh, Celtic. Plucked out of the air by Borishkin, who thought he was just shaping up for a Kavrazli shot there on the edge of the box.
It was, he worked it really well, didn't he, Алтынорdu? He's still defending ever so well, aren't they?
Challenge again by Kaya. Half-time substitutes have definitely made a bit of a difference to Spartak. Hромин and Kожedub down this near side. Mutaliev over on the far side.
Hromin's done well.
Yeah. Grigoriev as well. It's a whole new right side, really, for the Russians in the second half. Levchenko. Going to make a final draw. Borishkin just charged down by Celtic. Could have gone anywhere. Fortunately for the goalkeeper, it just ricocheted inside his area.
Well done, Celtic, and maybe you can say he deserved the goal from that.
Looks like Spartak are going to bring on Golятов. 3 goals to his name already. Lovely ball. Mutaliev. It's a great chance. Oh, it's another brilliant challenge from Tagir. Or was it Kaya? It was Kaya with the challenge.
Offside.
It was a slip by the goalkeeper at the other end when he was charged down by Celtic. Quite relieved just to see that one drop inside his area. And then the offside a moment ago. Just, I think.
Yeah.
Very close. Destan. Seguchak. He's onside. He's got 2 in the middle. Destan's one of them. That's pulled back too far, though. Behind Kavrazli.
It was only just. It was a good idea, wasn't it?
Sаумов. Rabbadanov. Showed too much of it again.
Well done, Kaya. He's been excellent in the second half so far.
Kожedub. Levchenkov. Kaya there again with the header. Destan. Kavrazli wanted it played into his path. That's not a great ball.
Just got to go a little bit wider.
Just it rolled, didn't he? Rolled into his path. Levchenkov. It's a fairly open game. Now we are going to see the final Spartak substitution. It's going to be Glойдман that's coming off, the central defender, and Голятов coming on. Golятов wore the captain's armband for the first 3 games as well. Scored twice against Real Madrid and got the second against Suwon Samsung. Levchenkov. Looks like Levchenkov has dropped into the back 4.
They've got to step up here, haven't they, Spartak Moscow? Only 11 men against 10. Not really cutting open Алтынорду.
Doyeran. Stepped away again by Kaya. Levchenkov. Golятов. Kожedub. Great ball in. Mutaliev. Handball. Awkward one as it came over a crowd of players for him to see, but he's claiming it wasn't handball. Have another look.
I thought it was ideal with him being right-footed in the angle that he came in, maybe taking the volley on first time.
Yeah, just bounced off it onto his arm. Can't really legislate for that. It's a bit of an awkward one. Kожedub.
Still defending well, aren't they, Алтынорду? Still getting about the pitch, even though they're down to 10 men. There we go.
Good ball over the top. Celtic. Levchenkov comes across. Still going Celtic. He's all on his own. Gavrazli. Doyeran. Oh, down the line, but out of play. Good chance for Celtic. Good covering, though, by Levchenkov. When you think, as you say, they're playing with 10 men, but they've still got the same number of defenders because they've dropped a man back. So there's not that much space in defence. It's sort of more middle of the park where they're
not sat back, are they? They're still getting forward, aren't they?
But they're defending when they need to defend, which I think that's why they brought Tatley on in the second half, just to get some fresh legs in there. They dropped Destan back into a more midfield role. Kaya, oh, he's played well. Here he goes.
One.
Good pace from the big central.
Wow.
Defender.
No one can get
up
up
with him. Celtic arriving on the edge of the box.
Oh, he's done it.
Nicely pulled back, but Levchenkov gets there to cut the ball out.
You're saying there's no one with him. He was too fast for everyone.
Well played by Doyeran.
This is great play by Алтынорdu. I'm really enjoying this performance, by the way.
Doyeran wins the throw.
Kaya's been absolutely outstanding.
Central defender come winger a moment ago.
He took off then, didn't he? Head down,
there was
let's
no
go.
stopping him, was there?
No.
Remember the old days, John Terry used to come charging forward through the Chelsea defence.
I remember Gordon McQueen at Old Trafford doing that. With the old Sango, yeah, it was Sango ball. Gordon used to set off and all the crowd used to go crazy.
Nothing like seeing a central defender go bombing forward, is there? Destan.
He's about 6'4" though, Gordon McQueen, no one is.
Yes. A mop of red hair. Sаумов. Levchenkov. Well read again by Doyeran.
Yeah.
In towards Kожedub.
Been up to 70 minutes and the pace of the game hasn't dropped, and neither has the pace of the Алтынорdu players are still making those interceptions, making the tackles.
Yeah, approaching the midway point of the second half. Алтынорdu is still leading by that goal in the first half. Golятов looks suspiciously offside then.
Yeah, but they won't give it till now, will they? Oh,
He's
no.
gone for a corner.
Yeah.
Well, here's a bit of defending to do. Just Celtic staying up for Алтынорdu. At least they're leaving a player up, which means that there are a couple of defenders staying back for Spartak. Not a great corner, headed away. And then on by Kaya. Doyeran. Celtic. Doyeran's gone on ahead.
Well done, Celtic. Fabulous play.
Kavrazli. Lovely ball with the outside of his foot. Doyeran trying to get inside Vlad Shitov. Has won it back. Offside flag up.
I certainly think it's coming to this tournament where they let the phase of play go on. It's happening every time, isn't it? It's not when if the player's offside, it's not when he's had the touch that they're giving offside.
Yeah. Golятов. Nice space, good finish. And Spartak have got level, and Алтынорду have been beaten. The substitutes have done well. Mutaliev was involved. Golятов there, his 4th goal of the tournament. And Spartak have finally got the breakthrough. It's 1-1.
Mutaliev just drifts inside. Look at this with a defence splitting pass. Wonderful play there by Mutaliev. Great finish from Golятov. Like I say, Mark, 4 goals this tournament. Has he just gone top goal scorer? Yeah. Mutaliev just drifts inside. He's so dangerous when he does that. What a pass that was, just for the vision to see Golятov, and then to pick him out with that pass was very good play.
It's tough on Алтынорду, who've defended exceptionally well. Down to 10 men since the first half when Akguni was sent off. Sаумов. Давыдов. Grigoriev. Chip over the top once again, looking for the run of Rabadanov. Yildiz falls on the ball. If it was level at 90 minutes, we would have penalties. There is Akguni in the stands. Foul by Grigoriev. Dished out a bit of treatment to Desta, not for the first time. Injured his arm in the first half. It's his right leg, I think, cramp just creeping in. No yellow card, though, for Grigoriev. Golятov, the man who got that equalising goal. Lovely ball.
Good touch as well, wasn't it? Perfect first touch.
Just got it out of his feet to get the angle for the shot. Here's a change for Алтынорду. Ozturk coming on. Seguchak is the player that's gone off. Third change for the Turks. Deal was out of Sаумов. Little band of Turkish supporters over on that far side. Ozturk. Deal. Out of play.
There's a guy in the far stand there. He's been stood with that placard, or is it a flag? Or he's been there the whole game. It's absolutely freezing. Is he on his own?
I think he's on it. There's one at one end and there's an Алтынорду fan at the other end.
Left?
Yeah. I think he'll probably win the fan banner competition. Some decent prizes, I think.
Gonna be in it to win it.
A few,
and he's
few reals richer by the time he goes home. I have to say, some of the banners have an awful lot of work put into them.
Yeah.
Kavrazli just keeps the ball in play. Teasing Hromin.
Still going.
Just lost his footing, but he's still going. Go on. Still going, Kavrazli! Goodness me, that would have been some goal had he got in. Great persistence by Kavrazli on the edge of the area. And he almost comes up with a finish.
Just wanted that goal to go in then, so that shot to go in. That would have been some goal.
Brilliant play. Don't rule Алтынорду out of this. They might be down to 10, but they're still creating chances. Spartak have got the big guns on though. Mutaliev, Golятов, Kожедуб, Grigoriev. Away by Borishkin. Good ball, Sаумов. Grigoriev. Almost finds its way to Golятов, away by Tagli. Celtic. Well, went back by Grigoriev. Can't find Mutaliev though, well read by Duyol. Both sides giving possession up cheaply at the moment. Ozturk.
Still a little bit slack with the passing, aren't they? Spartak Moscow.
Sаумов. Давыдов. Giving away. Ozturk.
Oh, right across the face of goal.
Oh, needed to get that across because Kavrazli was all on his own. It's gone for a corner.
Still looking dangerous, Алтынорду. Like you said, Matt, you can't write them off. Very even game.
Celtic's gone across to take the corner. They've got Kaya up for this one. Tagir has stayed back because they've left Golятова. It's into the near post, headed away by Rabadanov. Duyol. Back by Destan. Kaya. Duyol.
Oh!
Destan on the turn! Good save, Borishkin. Cleared away by Levchenkov. Great chance again for Алтынорду.
Great build-up play as well by Алтынорdu. Doing everything right so far.
Lovely ball from Destan. Kavrazli blocked by Hromin. Good game this.
It was a good chance that for Destan, and you just feel he was at the right height for the goalkeeper. Along the ground, I'm expecting it to hit the back of the net.
Ozturk. Goyaran. I have to say that these games sometimes can be a little bit of a letdown at this stage when they're losing the quarter-finals, but both games today have had something a little bit about them. This one particularly. Алтынорdu getting into a bit of bother at the back. Tagir away again. Kожедуб is putting Levchenkov under a bit of pressure. Ozturk will close him down. Sаумов just keeps the ball in play.
I think he controlled that with his face.
Lovely ball threaded through, looking for Šitov. Good defending again by Tagir. Ozturk. Sаумов was a little bit tight to him, allowed him to turn away. Destan. Celtic.
Come on, get up there.
Kavrazli's coming on this near side. Celtic might not need him. Well played, Hromin.
He's a strong defender, Hromin.
Here he is again.
Oh.
Mutaliev. Oh, just took his eye off the ball.
What a ball by Hromin as well. Drove it out wide. There's that chance. Let's have a look. A good height for the goalkeeper.
Good touch from Destan. It just dropped the ball in front of him. Enabled him to get that shot in.
Difference was Golятov at the other end. His first touch was great, but he just drove his shot right along the ground. It's harder for the goalkeeper.
Anticipation on the bench and in the stands.
We thought it was in, didn't we?
Rabbadanov. Kожедуб. Nice little drop of the shoulder. Still going here. Kожедуб. Good hands Yildiz. Maybe to be sure with that one.
In the the Russian bench trying to get the players going.
Grigoriev almost found Golятov, caught in possession. Ozturk away from Sаумов. Well, Saumov's recovered well. Šitov. Rabbadanov. Vlad Shitov with a shot, but well wide of the target.
Keep it wide, go wide then. Keep the move going. In a good position.
Good hands by the goalkeeper. If Yildiz, scratch of the head from Vyacheslav. He's made his changes. Can his side get another goal? Will there be a winner inside the 90 minutes, or will we have our first penalty shootout of this year's edition? Reminder, the winners of this will play Real Madrid for 5th and 6th. The losers will play Etoile for 7th and 8th. Free kick to Spartak. Levchenkov over the free kick. Kожедуб. Far too high.
Just letting Алтынорду go off the hook really with those long range efforts. Just keep the ball for an extra few seconds, get further up the pitch, closer to goal.
Алтынорdu about to make another change. It's Metin, who wore the captain's armband in their games, who's been impressive, the fullback. Doyeran. Nicely done again, Grigoriev. Duyol. Ozturk up ahead of him. Gone on a forward run, Duyol. Trapped by Sаумов. Ozturk. Duyol. Celtic in the centre. Need to get Destan in there. He's the aerial presence. And they've been caught on the edge of the penalty area.
Oh. Ball play from Spartak again, though. Just some sloppy passes coming into their general play last few minutes.
See whether it's a straight swap. Metin for Duyol. It's a foul on Celtic. A chance to whip a free kick in here. Levchenkov just dangled out a leg and looked Celtic. Celtic over the free kick. Once again, Kaya's gone forward, Tagir staying back. Destan just been spoken to, along with Davıdov. Again, it's that angle where if the ball comes in with a bit of pace, they are making a change. It's Celtic that's going off just as he was about to take the free kick, which is quite a strange decision.
Is it Chelsea going off who's about to take it? He's going to take the free kick. He's going to leave it now.
Yeah, he's gone off the other side of the field, Celtic. But he placed the ball, got it all ready for the in-swinger. And now it's going to be an out-swinger from Tatley. Metin's on. Celtic disappointed. Needs a good delivery. Kaya! Get enough on it. Goal kick. Done by Destan. Go out for another throw to Spartak in the corner. Destan. The shins of Sаумов. Here comes Spartak. Mutaliev. weaving his way through. He's done well, Mutaliev. Gives away the free kick. He thought it should have gone the other way, but it was a foul on Kaya. Yeah, just clipped his leg.
His free kicks going forward. He's still got 3 up front there. Алтынорду still looking to win the match.
Tagir. Tackling.
Great skill.
Metin looks like he's gone to a central midfield role.
Great skill by Kaya.
Here is Metin. Hромин tight to him though. Davıdov. Levchenков back to Borishkin. Where's our winner coming from, if there is to be one?
Penalty spot.
6 minutes away from a potential penalty shootout. Mutaliev just in behind Golятов. Destan just showed too much of it to Mutaliev. Now Rabbadanov. 3 in the middle. Mutaliev on the overlap.
Oh,
good challenge, Kaya.
Oh,
tackle.
That sums up his game and his evening today, Kaya. Wonderful. We know what Mutaliev was like in that position. He's going to give it the old swivel hips, but he read it, Kaya. Wonderful tackle in his own area as well. He's been outstanding today. Same sort of performance as Tomasini yesterday for AS Roma. Defending outstanding today.
Destan's gone down.
He doesn't mind a little moan, does he, old Destan? He likes going down, and he's a big lad.
So a free kick to Алтынорду into the final 5 minutes. Just that flailing arm just caught him. Kaya with the free kick. Levchenков. Шитов. Vrazli. Good solid challenge from Шитов. Tatley just trying to weave a way through. Now, Mutaliev. Kaya gives chase once again. Oh, he's got it a little bit early this time. Back to his feet quickly. And still gets a tackle in to concede the corner.
Kaya's doing a Tomasini. Mutaliev.
Everybody coming back for Алтынорду. Won't want to concede a goal now. It's Mutaliev with a corner. Away by Destan. And then by Metin. Another corner. Kожedubs to come across and take this one. Destan's led his side well. Had Gunny sent off, don't forget, in the first half. Just across the forehead of Davıdov. Mutaliev. Away by Kaya. Grigoriev into the box. Away again by Kaya. It's Hromin's header. Good job by Destan. All bobbling around. Metin on the chase. Hromin back to the goalkeeper. Metin will keep going. Coolly done by Borискin.
Not want to concede a late goal here, will he? Алтынорdu. They've worked ever so hard to get to this. I mean, they've attacked as well during the second period, but they've worked so hard to get to this stage of the match where they can take it to a penalty shootout. Down to 10 men in the second half, haven't they?
Done well. Mutaliev.
There he is. Oh, he just scuffs his shots. Oh, hard luck. Wonderful build-up play there by Алтынорду again. Been so impressed with him in this second half.
Spartak throw. Rabadanov. Grigoriev. Mutaliev. Still can't find that little bit of quality, but he does win a corner off Duyol. Just doing up his boot. Referee just pointing to the watch to say she'll allow for that in the stoppage time. Good play. Sаумов comes across and makes an important challenge. Mutалиев. Just run away from him a little. Quick ball across. Голятов! It's harsh on Алтынорду, but the substitute has got his second goal of the game, his 5th of the tournament. And it's the big guns that have come off the bench that look like they've won this one for Spartak Moscow. Ilya Golятов with the finish, and Алтынорdu's brave resistance is broken. It's squirmed away from Yildiz. Cross may have taken a slight deflection, and Golятov just toe-poked it in from close range. There's a player down. I think it's Kaya that stayed down for Алтынорdu. But that is so harsh, having taken the lead through Enis Destan in the first half. Had a gunny sent off. They didn't sit back, they kept pressing forward. But it looks as though, unless there's a miracle in the 3 minutes of added time, they'll be playing for 7th and 8th place on Thursday. Slight irony is the fact that the 2 matches that will take place as it stands on Thursday are the 2 matches which started the groups off. Etoile against Алтынорdu for 7th and 8th, and Spartak against Real Madrid for 5th and 6th. Well, Алтынорdu, I'm sure, will just go for this now. Might as well lose 3-1 then. Not go for it at 2-1. Ozturk. Now leaving a few gaps now. Spartak might exploit them. Kожedub. Poor touch. Metin. Caught by Kожedub. Be a free kick, which they'll take quickly. Destan. Ozturk. Destan's continued his run, too close to Borishkin. It was outside the box, though. Had to keep his cool then, the goalkeeper. Tatley. I have to say, for a playoff match, it's been a very, very good game of football. Ozturk. Can't get the ball across, and will run it out of play for a throw in the corner. Coming up to 2 minutes added time. There will be a little bit more than the 3 minutes added time, I think, for the injury to Kaya. Metin. Kожedub wins it back. Good challenge by Tatley. Is there one last chance here for Алтынорdu? Oh, he's given the free kick away. Free kick to Spartak. Surely they'll just run the ball now into the Алтынорdu half of the field.
Белый нужен контроль мяча, перевести мяч и здесь контролировать спокойно.
Kaya just caught. Surely they'll just launch this one. Gregoriev stands on the ball to prevent the quick free kick. Kaya goes over the ball, Tagia's in there. They're going to leave it for Tatley to launch in. Kaya's going in as well. This is the last chance, surely now for Алтынорду to grab an equaliser. Oh, it's not a great free kick. Sliced out. Disappointing. Well, Ilkashevin can be proud of the way that his team have performed. Down to 10 men for more than half the game. Took the lead through Enis Destan, but Golятов adding to his stock with a couple of goals. Hromin lobs the ball over the top. Duyal, as the full-time whistle goes, and Алтынорду will play for 7th and 8th place, having lost here in the playoff. It was a late goal from Golятov that won it for Spartak Moscow. They'll play Real Madrid for 5th and 6th on Thursday. Yildiz and Borishkin both played their parts in what was an entertaining game. Rashkovic Vyacheslav, though, we'll see his side through. Enis Destan got the opening goal for Алтынорду. But Ilkashevin's side down to 10 men, as we say, for more than half the game. Couldn't hold on. Destan scored the opening goal of the game in the first half. Lovely touch, got the ball out of his feet to make it 1-0. Spartak continued to press forward, and Алтынорdu, Celtic almost caught out the goalkeeper there in the second half. But Golятov, having come off the bench, fired in an equaliser after a good ball from Mutaliev. Borishkin continued to keep his side at bay. And then, in the very last minute, Golятov popped up again when the ball squirmed away from Yildiz to make it